So let's meditate in the Lion's Gate. I'm Petra, and we're still in the 8-8 Twin Flame Healing Pod of 2023, the Midsummer online live event in which we do rituals, uncover new inner meanings that translate themselves to outer physical materialized experiences, and talk about all of this too through this midsummer ritual, a new one in the series of many years that is now first time more online than ever, which was a great experiment and a great experience for me as the leader. We just continue. After session 5 comes session 6 as well. That'll be the last one, and then we close off the 24 hours of the Lion's Gate Healing Pod with the theme of Twin Flames. Let's be together with the emphasis on the being. For a few moments together. Very physically and very spiritually at the same time. And sensing what that is in this meditation. We're going to use the creative identity healing system, the energy system that, yes, looks very much like the Vedic Indian classical one, but is actually a little bit different too. It has 9 energy points. They are anchored in your body, that is your temple, as well as in the universe. That is your creative universe. We're going to refer to that and feel ourselves out. I'm going to close my eyes. You can do that too. Whatever you feel like doing. And I advise sitting somewhere where you're not disturbed, where you can be safe and sane for a couple moments. And I advise sitting upright because that's a great balance between relaxation and being active enough to follow the guidance and feel around without falling asleep. So let's start with energy point number 1. We're going to start feeling below our feet. So what you first would want to do is feel that you are here anyway, at all. I mean, that you exist, that you have a body, and that body is sitting. Very concrete, very physical, which is a good entrance for the energy field. That is you, that your body lives inside of. So do you feel your legs? Do you feel your back? Do you feel your arms? Is your head present? How are you sitting? How does that feel to you? Is it relaxed and soft? Is it a little harder? Are there uncomfortable parts about it? Just recognize what it is. That's enough. We're going to be aware of it. And that will awaken the one that is aware and awareness inside of you. So if you've just acquainted yourself a tiny little bit with your sitting body, then we're going to feel our legs, more specifically our upper legs and then our knees, Oh, and in our knees there's often so much tension collected. And let that be with it, and let it flow if you can. And let's feel our lower legs. Are they warm or cold? Just to notice. And your ankles, are they there? Do they feel stuffed or empty? Or something in between? Do you have feet? How about toes? The soles of your feet? Wiggle your toes a bit and feel the center of your soles of the feet. And let's give the soles of the feet and the center of them permission to be open and to exchange with the floor whatever they have to exchange in tension or lightness or flow or energy. And may that opening and the sensation of it inside of you grow and become aware if you are opening towards the floor or if the floor is also opening up towards you. And to sink with our awareness a little deeper even in the ground. And that is where we arrive at the energy field of number one, energy field number one, the first energy field that we're going to discover together. And isn't that interesting to, in a very spiritual twin flame meditation, go to the earth? So physical, so much under your feet, so concrete, so grounding and rooting. Yes, you can trust it. Yes, you can let everything you have down, resting upon it. All your energies, all your contents, all your desires, they can rest on the earth. Well, isn't that a beautiful force and power just present for you right here? Let that in and receive that. And breathe a little deeper if you feel like that. To take that in even better and even more. Breathe a little deeper. And maybe your posture wants to change, your sitting posture of your body as a result of opening up to the earth. And then let that happen too, so that you're more comfortable and more relaxed. And again, isn't that interesting to trust the earth, to open towards the earth so much in a very spiritual twin flame meditation? But that is because twin flames are a spiritual journey that specializes in being at the very same time a materialization journey, an earth journey, an abundance journey, a being on the earth journey, a being together in a relationship that is physical journey. It's very physical too. Your twin flame is very physical too, because you are. And you've chosen that both at the core, the same. There's no other possibility. Because you choose those basic foundational things together at the core of your union. So feel if you're a little bit rebalancing with your body and your energy body, therefore, as well, on that foundational element of the earth, very literal, right now under your feet. Of course, also under your bum. So you can feel that as well. This is also a balancing on the earth. And feel that balancing act a little bit. Move a little bit so that you feel that it is a balancing act. And then rest again when you naturally come to rest again. So not only your legs are built on top of what you exchange with the earth, but your bum and therefore also your hips, your hip bones and your backbone is built upon that relationship with the earth. You rise up from the earth when you have a body, naturally. You are already risen up. And when you receive that you are already in your body right now, may that give you more trust and relaxation. And let's feel a little bit more in our back and our backbone. Maybe move it a little bit, ripple it. And then also feel your shoulders so connected to the upper part of your backbone. Move them a little bit. Is your backbone sitting well? Does the curve want to adjust itself? When it is supported by the earth, let that happen. Maybe your head wants to move a little bit back and forth. In conjunction with your backbone, let it happen until it finds a natural spot that is a balance. Your rising up from the earth is a balance position. And because the 9-point energy system does not only connect you with yourself and your energy field, but also with the twin flame that is even beyond your energy field. They have their own, and beyond that, you are one. While doing all of this, we have already touched energy field number 2 of the creative identity system. And that was your bum, your hips, your hip bones, the movement of them, and how they form your personal foundation in sitting. And we felt the whole backside up until we are at the head that was also free to move. And that is where we find the next number of our energy system. When we place the numbers of the energy system in their creation order. So there are 9 numbers. And here comes the surprise. We're now, after 1 and 2, in number 8. We're at the top of your forehead, the top of your head almost. There is number 8. And this is a place of insight. And let's feel our forehead, and if it is relaxed or if it is tense. there a tense wrinkle in your forehead? And maybe give permission to relax that part and let it sink down in the direction of your eyes. Naturally. To then also lower your chin a tiny little bit. And let your tongue relax in the bottom of your jaw. And take a little deeper breath if you feel like it. And see how your face and your skull opens more. It opens more to the inside and to the outside. You open more to the ability to see through the inside of your forehead, to the front, but maybe even also to the back. Let that happen and take it in. Receive it. Is there something that wants to be seen by you? Let that image come up for you and receive it. Maybe there's even a visual of the face of your twin flame. See if that is there for you and receive it. Take that in. Without fantasizing, it might be just there. Feel grateful in your heart because of it. And breathe a little deeper. To then go to the next energy point, and that is number 4. And for that number, we're going to go down a little bit to our belly. In between our belly button and our chest is a beautiful energy field that actually has a shining presence throughout your entire belly. So let's feel and sense what this point is for you. By feeling our body, by feeling our belly. What kind of feeling is present inside your belly? Is it tense? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it loose? Is it relaxed? Is it playful? Is it strict? And by witnessing whatever it is, by recognizing and acknowledging where you are in your belly, things become more opened up and more opened up for you It just gives you its presence more and more. So you sink into your belly. And when those doors open and you sink into it a little more, you become aware of the vast, soft, powerful space that there is present there. In the depth of being human, that place where everyone is human, and where you have a desire to be and then to share. And you accept that and take that in. And you feel grateful in your heart because of that ability to be in your belly. To then notice again that we sit here in a balanced position, risen up. And we're going to the next energy point already, and that'll be point number 9. And that means that we're going to feel the space above our head. So maybe you want to feel the top of your skull first. How does that top point feel? And then, even above that, is there an exchange between your skull and the space above? Do you exchange a certain amount of heat, of warmth? That's the physical element of the space above your head. But what if we let go of the body for a little bit and feel that space above our head in itself? Is that something that you can feel? Does it feel empty or does it feel full to you right now? Is it light or does it feel dark? Just be aware of what it is for you. This is a beautiful place of wisdom and of core connection with your source and therefore also with your true twin flame that is there with you in your blueprint and how you relate there to source. In the almost seemingly nothing, in the invisible, you are connected. Trust that. Trust that there is a web of meaningful and valuable connections right there. And this web is made of light. And it shines outward so that the darkness around it is being lightened up. And let that happen, let that shine happen from your twin flame blueprint out. Put the light switch on, so to speak, and become aware of that in that space above your head. To then feel grateful in your heart. You can bow your head a tiny little bit if you feel like it, to be grateful that this all exists inside of you, before we move on to the next step, in which we're going to meet the divine feminine power inside your energy system that represents the divine feminine in your twin flame union that is actually a separate human unit, however fully connected in the union too. And it is represented in energy point number 3. And for that we travel to our hip area. And we're specifically going to focus on the back side of the hip area, a little bit above your bum, around the tailbone. And this is a great area to enter. So maybe you can become aware just by being and sitting and feeling of that tailbone. And that'll be the entrance. Maybe it feels hard. Feel how it feels to you. Maybe it feels soft. Whatever it is, or something in between. But accepting that place and that bone is the door that starts to open up the more you feel inside of it. And then the space in your hips, in your hip area becomes available to you, that intimate space, that sexual space, where your identity is at home, your divine identity. And feel if the door opens for you. You don't need to be female or a divine feminine to have this energy point there and to have it open. Divine feminine is connected to the actual divine feminine in your union, but it's at the same time connected to a very sexual, physical manifestation place that is for everyone. So in that sense, you can take the divine feminine point as a more figuratively meant expression. So does that door open a little bit for you? Can you feel inside the area of your hips, that intimate area? How does it feel to you inside of it? Does it feel like water? And what temperature is that water? Does it feel like relaxed? Or is there tension? Just become aware of it. Is there freedom of movement? Or are there restrictions? Accept whatever you find. That is the start of more, always. And breathe a little deeper, if that feels good to you. And thank your heart by lowering your head a tiny little bit, if that feels good, for this experience. And now we travel to point number 7. This energy point is located on the backside of your skull. So travel there now. with your attention. And lo and behold, this energy point represents the divine masculine energy point inside of you more as a symbol, but it does connect to the outer divine masculine representation of your union too. The backside of the skull, just above the place where your skull turns inward, curls inward. And it is very much connected to the nervous system and how it comes into the skull too, with the brain stem. And how that ends in the empty middle of your brain too. This is a very powerful foundational element of your experience. It is very electric and very thought conscious. Is a strange word that comes up for me here. It is where your thoughts arise, of course, where they are rooted. And also where they can become thoughts of the divine mind instead of the personal ego mind. So that will need a change, a transformation in this point. And that goes a little far for now, but we can at least feel this point and feel its power. And maybe you want to wiggle your skull just a tiny little bit to feel that point better. Micro movements help there for you to locate it and actually feel it. And accept whatever you find: stiffness, openness, warmness, coldness, light or dark. And accept for that point to be bathed in the light of Source. Right now. Because it already is, but you make it come true. And may that light of Source transform that point for you, so that it will become accessible. And cause changes in thought as well. Let it happen for a moment. And breathe a little deeper if that feels good. And thank yourself for the experience by lowering your head a little bit. Feel the gratefulness in your heart. And then we do travel to that heart for the next energy point. It is point number 5. The whole heart space is in the chest and the upper back and everything between it. And feel for a moment what kind of warmth or coldness or presence or absence is there for you now. And accept it. Be compassionate with what you find in your heart. Is it open or closed or something in between? This is a beautiful space. Allow yourself to enter it no matter how it feels. Enter it with your whole being. which includes your body. So let your body be inside your heart space. Does your number 5 energy field, heart space, need to expand a little bit for that? Yes. Expand your heart field. See how it happens. And now your entire body is inside of it. Take a deeper breath and be so relieved that you are inside the heart. And feel how that feels to be there. You are surrounded by divine love here that has compassion for everything that you are and own and have. So let that compassion do its work on you. And maybe your body wants to slowly move a tiny little bit as a result. Let that happen. You're free in the heart space. Just micro movements that give you the sensation of being alive inside your heart space. Micro movements of your fingers, your hands, your arms, your spine, your hips, micro movements of the neck and of the head. Yeah. You are inside of the heart. That's where you are alive. That's where you surrender yourself to divine love. And you can choose that now. I choose to surrender to divine love. And while keeping it the same, keeping being on the inside of your heart space, surrendered to divine love, we now travel with all of that to energy space number 6. From the physical heart in the chest, between the chest and the upper back, we travel up a little bit to the space of the front of your face, the front of your neck, and the space in front of your face and your neck, to open up to this area of communication that is so powerful in exuding light, in sharing love, in connecting with the world that is essentially a mirror of you. So feel that area and let the information come in from that area. From the face, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the jaws, your mouth, your tongue, the root of the tongue, your neck, and the sensitivity, the vulnerability of the neck, and how that shines out to the front, this vulnerable communicative space. And is there a certain color that you see in that space in front of your neck, in front of your face? Become aware what kind of colors you see for a moment, or feel. And take these colors in, breathe them in, they will heal you. And let these colors circulate through your entire body. by first breathing them in so that they come via the breath in your heart space between the chest and the upper back. And when they're there, through having breathed them in, they come into your entire body and energy space. And let them flow into all 9 energy points that you have and that you are. Maybe they transform. Maybe they become another color. And then breathe that color out in that space of your face and your neck and the space in front of it. So that it transformed is what you share. And now that you've shared it, let it be all around you. Let it move to your head and to your feet. Let it move to your sides and to your back. And be with it for a couple more moments. And breathe a little deeper, if that feels good for you. And feel that you're still having a physical body that is sitting upright, that is sitting on the earth, on your chair, on your couch, wherever you are sitting. Breathe a little deeper once more. Become aware of your hands, of your fingers, of your feet, of your toes, of your upright spine, and of your skull and head above. To then prepare yourself slowly to get back to opening your eyes and become aware of the outside world and start the rest of your day. Prepare yourself. Another few more seconds. And then slowly, slowly opening the eyes. And let them rest into the eye sockets. Taking in the outer visual world for a moment. Feeling grateful in your heart for what you have experienced. Because it's all yours. When you are connected to your divine masculine or divine feminine other twin flame expression through what you've experienced. Feel the gratitude for that. Maybe you've seen them. Feel the gratitude for that. Now we're through the entire 9 energy point system. You felt through every part of it just for a short while, but you did it. And I'm happy that we did that together. That was beautiful. You could take a little more rest to let it vibrate through you even more. Or slowly and gently, with compassion, go about the rest of your day. You can share how you experienced it in the comment field somewhere around this video. I am Petra, and this was session 5 of the 8-8 Twin Flame Healing Pod 2023. Thank you for being with me in this meditation. Love from Petra.